NCAFA, myself, and many others that have been working diligently behind the scenes. To name a few, Gowan Harding, Steve Dean, our president, of course, the amazing staff, our treasurer, Gord, Dan LaChance in Canada, a lot of people that have been passionate about this level. Our last NCAFA Midget coordinator, Lynn Vow, really kept this level of football midget going in some of the dark days, and really not enough can be said about those individuals, the coaching staffs at the midget level that have been there for a long time. They have stuck with this level, and now we are just starting to see the fruits of their labor with some of the changes that were necessary. The age group, the age change that I just mentioned, and then the interlock. Some really great investment is being spent at the 16, 17, and 18-year-old top of the triangle for NCAFA right now, with every team getting a huddle account, every team's games being professionally filmed, and a live broadcast with multiple cameras that will go live to Facebook, YouTube, to feature the players at this level and feature the interlock games that are coming up. I mean, things are exciting here in NCAFA, and I think it was important for NCAFA because of the competition of the OPFL coming in, and some of the high schools like St. Matt's and St. Pete's really putting some effort and some branding, using some of the technological tools that are available to recruit on Facebook and on Instagram. I think NCAFA kind of took a step back there, but now have really started to hit their stride, and we're seeing it right now with the first ever NCAFA Combine. One of many, I think, annual events on the calendar that we're going to be looking to continue. And I think next year we're going to be looking to add the Pee-wees and Bantams and make this a very big, not only recruiting event, but also a place to kick off the season, leading up to, of course, the little guys and their events with the Tyke and the Mosquito Madness tournament that Canada always does a fantastic job hosting out in the west end of the city. So back to the interlock and how that's going to work. So let's say the Rasmussen or the Gatineau Vikings win out. They have a successful season. They make the playoffs, and they're the number one seed in the Division II of the QMFL. Well, they will get an automatic placement as the last seed in the Big Ten championship that will culminate after the A-Cup Midget Championship. So think of that as a conference. NCAFA's top 5 midget teams competing for the coveted NCAFA Midget Championship. And then we'll move on to the Interprovincial Bowl, where, as we remember last year, it was the North Shore Mustangs and the Nepean Eagles. And really, just in a snow flurry game, went at it, had no understanding of each other in that game, but gave the fans a cold and exciting game. The result going to the North Shore Mustangs, who typically are Quebec's best team year in, year out. And we've just talked to a few of the Nepean Eagles coaches, Michael Alexander, Carlos Blizzard, the head coach there, and they can't wait to see these Mustangs again. Obviously, they won't have any film on them except for what was there last year, but that game is going to be in Montreal, and that's going to kick off the season. So we're going to maybe be live in Montreal broadcasting that one to see what happens there.